Okay, I am going to be opening these up and trying them out. I did have an older set of joysticks and throttle before, but they did stop working correctly. So again, they got a lot of use out of them, and I've been seeing a lot about these, and I figured why not try them out for ourselves. I did see a lot of people say that these didn't work with Star Citizen, but we're going to see what's going on, because I know I always have to set up my stuff the way I like it. So we're gonna give it that good old college try and see how these turn out. Stay tuned, and thanks for stopping by. So we're gonna open up the box. You're gonna be able to see exactly how they come. I believe it comes, yep, it does come in separate boxes. So you're gonna have, basically it looks like your sticks are here, your bases, and then there's the wiring. Also looks like it may have some type of stand. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these out of the box. We got the boxes out, and as you can see, it's basically on here. It shows a picture, it's like stop, this is the base. Yeah, these are the sticks. Of course, now that you can see it up close, you can see it's actually very well labeled. This looks like it's just the stands are for the feet. I'm very interested. I'm gonna go ahead and just get everything unboxed, and we're gonna have it all placed out. I figured that's a lot easier than me just opening up the boxes and recording. I know there's probably videos out there of that already, so I just want to get this set up. Okay, now that I've got the bases out and unwrapped, I have to say they have some decent weight to them, and you know, craftsmanship's not too bad. It's all plastic. It definitely has, you can feel the weight in there, so it has a metal, maybe metal substructure inside. The slides and knobs, these have a little tiny bumps on them, so you can tell when it's rotating. That's nice. This is very smooth, so I'll find a use for it. I know I usually find a use for most buttons. And the switches, they do feel, you know, they're not bad. There's, you know, you hope that I'm going to use it. I'm going to find a use for everything. We're going to program everything up. We are going to find a use. I mean, the buttons are not bad, actually. Okay, I was hoping that these would still be like a metal switch, but it's not. It's a plastic switch. So we're gonna see what type of life those give. But so far, it's not that bad. Let's move on to the sticks themselves. All right, I've unboxed the left-handed joystick first, and I have to say it's all plastic. The buttons are not that bad. The grip is, for my hand, which I would say, you know, medium size, a little maybe plus large hand. It fits well. I have to see if this top button is actually a push or a click. It seems to click either way if I push it or not. So I'm going to see if that is the same button, because that's pretty neat. Instead of having a dual collapsing button, you have one where you trigger here, and then you can maybe push to do another, maybe change missiles. That'd be pretty cool. Then you got these buttons here, another couple dials here. This one seems like an analog stick, and then another dial over here, and then buttons for, you can probably use countermeasures and stuff for that there. I mean, all in all, it is not that bad. It is all plastic. This ring though here is metal that screws onto this plastic base. So they did think about that. Looks like it's like pot metal, but not bad. I'm gonna go ahead and open the other joystick up as well, so we can have that one. And it comes with this here, which is, I guess, the high guard. It's another piece of plastic that slides onto it. It gives you a resting point. But I mean, I'm happy. I don't know if I need that. I think it's a bigger one of these that replaces this on the bottom. So I may keep the white one on there. We shall see. Let me get the other one out, and I'm gonna get them mounted. All right, so we have everything mounted up, and I have the extra feet pads out. I guess this adds extra grip, which I already have a nice pad on here. So I don't have anything where I was gonna mount it on the desk yet. So what I'm gonna do is use their feet here, and that should help give extra durability. Honestly, there's good weight behind these right now as they are, and they stay down pretty well, but I do see a little bit of movement there, so it's going to give a little extra outage, it looks like, because they they pop into holes in the bottom of there. So it's going to give it a little more stability, and we're going to work on getting these set up. All right, I'm sitting down here and we've got them in place here at my control stations, and I was going through and I've got the base drivers loaded because that's really all I care to have. I don't usually install a ton of software, just make sure all the buttons work. And I was noticing, remember I was speaking about this trigger button here and this button here? Well, it turns out that the actual pull trigger 24, and you can pull a second time, so there's two buttons in one there that you can assign. That's pretty nice. So there's two buttons there, and that other one, you can push or pull it, so there's two buttons there. So each of the trigger buttons here for your finger, so that is a button, and that is a button, and then this is a button, and then this is a button. So you have some dynamic play here. So not everybody's probably going to use that, but that's two more extra buttons. This is a rotating stick here on the top, so that is analog on both tops of your sticks, so you can assign that to analog. Those there are buttons, and there is a center press button as well on the stick here, and that one there is a top hat as well, like on your gaming pads. So that's some pretty good intel there. And again, that is a rotational. You see there's the mini stick. We've got a scroll wheel. The scroll wheel acts as basically just buttons, and you can push in on the scroll wheel, so that is nice. That's quite a few buttons at your thumb. That's really neat. I like how that all works out. Oh, and there's a center 40 button there, so you can push on that one as well. And then you have just two solid buttons. You have a button here at your pinky. Oops. Have a button here at your pinky. I can check for updates, which I will do here shortly. I'm just making sure all the buttons work, and it does have twist. So we have twist, and then we have those awesome sensors. It feels really awesome. And then you got this button here for LEDs, and it looks like you can actually change the colors of the LED buttons. We go back to test inputs. These buttons here can be changed. Those are the plastic switch buttons there. So those buttons, so these colors can be changed now. So I'm probably gonna mess with that. We're gonna change that from a blue, get more to our gaming colors, which is green and purple, because we are the only Joker. Okay, we've got our color scheme going, and I must say so far, without actually utilizing them yet, out of the box and setup has not been difficult. So anyone knows when you set up your controls in the simulated software, it's going to be fun because you have a lot to do. So I'm going to embark on this journey. I'm not going to take you guys along this boring thing, but I am probably going to get my labeler out, and I may put labels on some of these buttons for now so I know what they are at a quick glance. But I am going to get some flight set up, so at least I can get some flight recording and give you guys my honest opinion and be able to wrap this up. So this has been pretty enjoyable. I'm totally stoked because my last set stopped working, and you know, I did have Thrustmasters before. It is nice to see them come out with something a little bit better, and they do have upgradable options, so we will see where this takes us. Thanks for coming along so far. All right, I've taken the time and I have the basic configuration set up so I'm able to fly around, and I have to say my first thoughts with these are they are not bad. They're a good, intermediate level stick. It's got good control. I'm having fun flying around in Arena Commander, and yes, I did have to set up each of the controls separately, how I like them. I still have all the other buttons to set up. I've only set up a couple of the sticks on each of the hats, or a couple of the buttons on each of the hats here. So I still have a long way to go, but my first impressions are these are actually not a bad stick, and I see some fun ahead of us. So definitely check out our streams, and I hope you're having a wonderful day.